Welcome to Financial Insights in Minutes. Today, we dive deep into the 2024 housing market.
We'll unravel key insights from industry experts about new construction homes and mortgage rates.
With mortgage rates dropping to 6.35%, what does that mean for potential homebuyers?
And we'll discuss whether investing in new builds is the right move in today's market.
Stay tuned as we feature insights from Jason Walter and Cathie Wood, who share critical market predictions. Let's not waste any time. We begin with Jason Walter and his update on the Redfin housing market report. Time to navigate through today's discussion. We're diving into the latest market trends with the astounding Mitch. Buckle up, folks, because the data we're unpacking is about to shake the foundation of economic understanding.
Absolutely. This discussion will tackle unemployment trends, mortgage interest rates, and the core issues plaguing our economic system. Spoiler alert, there are some alarming indicators we're going to reveal.
So what's the crux of today's conversation? What's Mitch laying on the line here?
The main thesis here is that while 142,000 new jobs were added, the reality is that mortgage rates are plummeting, largely due to manipulated market data. The jobless rate dropped to 4.2%, which might seem impressive, but there's a much darker picture behind it.
Let's break down the workforce stats. What's happening at the job front?
The supposed addition of 142,000 jobs might sound rosy, yet there are trends suggesting revisions will drag our hopes back down. Plus, the drop to 4.2% unemployment doesn't capture the increasing reliance on part-time jobs.
And in the world of mortgages, what's the latest offering?
Mortgage rates are seeing a monumental drop, now at 6.35%. However, savvy borrowers who shop around could score even lower, indicating real variations based on lender negotiation tactics.
Now, let's talk about the complexities of amortization schedules. Why does this sometimes feel like a trap?
The reality is, during the initial years of a mortgage, a significant portion of payments goes to interest, often totaling around 120% over the loan term. Homebuyers need this knowledge to avoid potential pitfalls.
Let's look into the crystal ball. What does Mitch foresee for the market?
There's a high chance of further cuts to interest rates as the Federal Reserve responds to manipulation concerns in the market. This can lead us into even more erratic economic waters.
To wrap it up, what should we take away from today?
The landscape is shifting, and while dropping mortgage rates may seem favorable, understanding the threats posed by market manipulation is crucial. Homebuyers must stay educated and aware to make informed decisions moving forward.
As we close, we want to hear from you. What shifts do you foresee in the mortgage landscape?
Drop your predictions and thoughts below. Engaging with your community can yield valuable insights.
Time to navigate through these waters. Mortgage rates have tumbled to a near 1.5-year low. Today, we're diving into Redfin's latest housing market update.
Let's get straight to the facts. With mortgage payments now lower, buyers are cautiously watching for the Federal Reserve's next move.
So what's the main thesis of this update?
The core idea is that declining mortgage rates have pushed the median housing payment down to $2,534, approximately $300 less than April's peak. Yet many buyers are still hesitant to jump into the market.
Starting off with mortgage rates, what do those numbers look like?
As of September 5th, the average rate is at 6.35%, but remember, this has already considered the Fed's anticipated cuts.
And how are buyers reacting to these changes?
Despite lower payments, pending sales are down by 8.4%, marking the biggest drop year over year. Yet, application numbers are up by 3%, suggesting some buyers are still interested.
Interesting. What about the Fed's impact on all of this?
Predictions suggest that if the Fed cuts rates faster and deeper than anticipated, mortgage rates could drop further.
So what does the future hold?
If rates drop significantly, we could see an uptick in demand driving prices higher. What a twist!
And if that happens,
bidding wars might heat up. With current inventory still low, a spike in buyer interest could shake up the market.
To wrap it up, what are the main takeaways?
The decline in mortgage rates is a silver lining, but uncertainty keeps buyers on the sidelines. Market dynamics continue to evolve, and only time will tell what happens next.
As we conclude, we want to hear from you. How do you think the Fed's decisions will shape the housing market in the coming months?
Let us know your predictions in the comments. Your insights could spark the next big discussion.
Time to navigate the currents of today's discussion. Are new construction homes a good investment now? With housing inventory at near record lows, many are turning a blind eye to new builds. But it seems there's opportunity in these properties.
Here's the scoop. Today we welcome Cathie Wood, a veteran in new construction investing. With years of experience building and investing, she's ready to shine a light on why this often overlooked category might just be the investment everyone needs right now.
So what's the main premise here? Is new construction actually cheaper than existing homes?
Absolutely. Surprisingly, the median price for newly constructed homes is approximately $77,000 less than their existing counterparts. For an investor, this unusual scenario presents a golden ticket.
Let's break down those key points. What's driving these unique market conditions?
The current low inventory is pushing prices higher for existing homes, while builders are pricing new construction more competitively. This is a prime opportunity for investors to capitalize.
What about negotiations? Can investors actually score deals?
Definitely. Builders will sometimes offer upgrades or pay down mortgage rates rather than lower the sale price, making it beneficial for buyers.
What's the best strategy moving forward?
Investing in new construction requires a focus on long-term appreciation and understanding your local rental markets. If you play it smart, the rewards could be significant.
What's on the horizon for the new construction market?
I predict we'll see a surge in new construction inventory. Builders will meet the demand as the market refreshes, which could stabilize housing prices in the long term.
And what about investor interest?
The trend of undervaluing new construction homes suggests a rising interest in this market. As more investors catch on, appreciation rates may rise significantly.
To wrap it up, Cathie, what's the key takeaway for potential investors?
The key takeaway is the unique opportunity that new construction presents right now. Investors should not overlook these homes, providing the potential for cash flow and appreciation.
What moves do you think you'll make as a result of our discussion today?
We want to hear your thoughts. Comment below with your strategies for getting into new construction. Let's keep the conversation going.
Today, we're diving deep into the complex waters of macroeconomic cycles and the importance of accountability in government dealings.
Our guest, Dan Barrett, who hails from Syracuse, has been living and breathing these issues, especially in local activism regarding housing affordability and economic stability.
So, what's the crux of Dan Barrett's message?
Dan's central thesis revolves around understanding macroeconomic cycles and how they affect individuals, especially regarding housing affordability and local activism.
Let's kick things off with how these economic cycles have personally impacted Dan's life.
Dan emphasizes the importance of understanding past economic crises, noting how his parents' experiences during the Great Depression cultivated values of saving and resilience.
Now, shifting gears, what about Dan's role in local activism?
He's all about holding government accountable, attending town hall meetings, and questioning the validity of promises made to communities.
What's the buzz around the Micron chip factory?
The factory promises 9,000 jobs, but there's skepticism about whether those jobs will be fulfilled and what it means for local housing markets.
What does Dan predict for the housing market?
He's concerned that the job influx will lead to inflated housing prices, exacerbating the affordability crisis in Syracuse and beyond.
And what about the broader economic outlook?
Dan warns that without transparency and accountability, economic instability could persist, leaving communities to navigate choppy waters alone.
Summing it all up, what are the key takeaways from Dan's insights?
Informed community action is crucial. Citizens must challenge governmental assurances and corporate promises to ensure genuine accountability.
What message does Dan impart for the future?
He urges everyone to educate themselves about macroeconomic impacts. Knowledge is power when it comes to financial stability.
Before wrapping up, what lingering questions do viewers have?
We're eager to hear your thoughts on how local economies can better prepare for future macroeconomic shifts.
Time to navigate the currents of today's discussion about the housing market. Buckle up because things are about to get really real with today's guest, Michael Ferris.
Absolutely. Today, we dive into the shocking realities of the housing market. So stay tuned because there are some serious concerns lurking beneath the surface.
What's the core message from today's discussion?
The thesis revolves around the notion that the housing market's current state is not only inflated, but dangerously deceptive, making potential buyers vulnerable to regret and financial loss.
What can you tell us about the current trends in the market?
Despite interest rates decreasing slightly, home sales are still plummeting. The median sales price isn't as solid as it seems. Upon closer inspection, the fundamentals don't add up.
What's the scoop on those data reported by realtors?
There's a significant concern that realtors manipulate data, showcasing a more robust market, while simple math can expose large discrepancies. Talk about misleading.
And buyer regret. What's the story there?
Surveys indicate a staggering 72% to 93% of recent home buyers feel regret. The financial strain is suffocating and leads to fears of foreclosure and bankruptcy.
What should potential buyers keep in mind?
The advice is crystal clear. Scrutinize the data before deciding to buy. In many cases, renting is currently a safer financial move.
So what's next in the outlook for the housing market?
Foreclosures will likely rise, which could lead to a major market correction. This storm isn't passing quietly.
As for predictions, what can we expect?
Expect a correction in the market, with home prices taking another hit and foreclosure rates skyrocketing because this situation is heading for turbulence.
So what's the bottom line here?
The housing market is packed with lies and deception. It's crucial for buyers to remain vigilant and well-informed as they navigate these turbulent waters.
What should viewers take away from this summary?
Knowledge is power. Equip yourself with insights and brace for what lies ahead in the real estate world. It's a wild ride.
We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on today's discussion about the housing market?
Join the conversation. Your insights could illuminate this complex issue further.
So, as we wrap up our analysis of the 2024 housing market, let's highlight what our experts had to share.
Jason Walter and Cathie Wood both recognize the potential in new constructions as a smart investment.
Absolutely. And while affordability is a major concern pointed out by the Corelogic analyst, Redfin's expert emphasizes the shift in buyer preferences.
It's fascinating how perspectives can shift on similar topics. The market is indeed a complex beast.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay ahead in the real estate game, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Stay curious and keep exploring with us at Financial Insights in Minutes. And don't forget to check out our other content for more valuable insights.